Evening folks, let's get right back into the Battle Pope. The goal, eradicate Christianity. Although it doesn't help that I say that, we're going to be asked at least 12 times throughout this campaign. So, I think this position really sums up the Jake playing Europa experience. I'm capped on my points, because I can't keep up with teching up, playing as a Babu Western nation. I'm exploring, even though saying how I'm not going to take exploration, and that this is not a colonization game. I'm stacked with aggressive expansion, and the target of a coalition, including France. But my manpower is good and my money's alright, so at least there's that. Bit of a recap, last time we befriended Aragon and Portugal and used them to double team Castile by way of fighting Hungary. Austria tanked that one for us up in the north, as did Venice, whilst the Iberian duo did it pretty hard to Castile. Castile ended up going bankrupt, so they're actually seeing autonomy growth throughout their land, especially since rebels are fairly rife. Although they got plenty of recent uprisings, so I don't think they're going to have too much of a bother there. And they managed to get back to +1 stability. Clever guys. So we made Galicia a vassal, we're feeding them the Iberian coastline so that we don't have to worry about Castile and Portugal colonizing. Portugal have already, sadly, been colonizing though, so we need to hunt down where their colonies are so that the next time we declare war on them, we ravage them. We're also going to want to deal with this coalition. Currently it consists of Brittany, France, Genoa. Genoa and Brittany, we have them to high enough relations. As soon as I unpause, they'll probably exit the coalition. But there are no doubt going to be other people joining in. I also need to get rid of that alliance with Ferrara. But what else do I need to do? I'm sure there are other things I was meant to be doing. What we're also going to do is set national focus onto Diplo. I don't like taking it away from admin, but we need to take it away from military. Because we have far too many dip points and not enough... far too many mil points, not enough dip. Although, other than exploring, I'm not sure what we're meant to do, so it's going to be a bit of a quiet bit to begin with. What a pity. Do we still have Bosnia as a rival? Jings, we do. And they have no friends. I might want to go over there and just show them who's boss. Fabricate a claim on Ragusa. What's our mission anyway? Oh, I know it without checking. It's to fabricate this claim, and we'll get mill points as a reward. Yay! So let us carry on. Loads of people. Yeah, the AI is suddenly doing that. Oh, I'd better start working thing. You can recall explorers who are currently out at sea. This is something that I imagine will get patched fairly quickly. You know what, why even waste my time checking out those areas? I need to look around here. Because Portugal are going to have other provinces, and I need to know what they are and where they are. There should be one here for provinces. As in all provinces in the game. Maybe if I just cycle through all of them, one of them will be it. See, exciting stuff at the start of the stream. Aren't you glad you came early? Or is it goods locations? Sort by owner. Scroll down to Portugal. Hopefully I can just recognize their flag. Okay, so they have 2 provinces that I don't know about. That's a great way to tell these colonies. So they're probably down in Brazil. If we can find 2 provinces, we'll be fine. And already chat is full of red. Starting to get to the point where it's easier to read the stuff that isn't red. And yes, I'm going to wreck their colonies, but I won't be able to fight Portugal until our truce is up, and that will be in 12 years. 12 years is probably enough time for them to get 2 more colonies, but I doubt it's going to push their war score too high. It's currently 98% for full annexation, but I think we'll be okay. So it'll be a conquest of their capital, which should be relatively cheap. So, what in the world am I going to do? well, definitely got to break this alliance that I no longer need. And we're going to get a claim on Bosnia. Exciting times, I know. But I just want to humiliate them. Get my power projection as high as it goes. I know I'm capped on mill, but I mean, what do you expect me to spend it on? I can't even tech up until the turn of the year. Jake, do you have any idea what country your next EU4 playthrough will be? No. No, I have no idea. Alright, good. Less people in the coalition, but there are still people who are a little unsavoury towards me. Like Savoy and Milan. Milan sure don't like me. And we could improve their relations high, so let's try and get it. Let's try and make it so. Alright. What is this? What is this? Better not be what I hope it's not. If that makes any sense. There's two of them. Oh! That's not Castile! Of course, Castile, well, again, we can use the ledger to check and see if Castile took anything. They have no provinces that we don't know about, so that's good to know, isn't it? And I don't think they're going to be colonizing whilst they're bankrupt and only have cord coasts over there. We'll be fine. Doesn't answer the question of where is Portugal, though. Now, they got sugar, so the good money is that they are around here. But where? Alright, it's January. I can finally tech up to an unnecessarily high level. That increased tactics and infantry fire. Really quite important. Makes me want to fight France. But I can't do that now. I have no diplomats. Boy, let me make a list of things that I don't enjoy. Colonization. Exploration. It's pretty fun in a random new world, though. Except the random new world generator for this game is abhorrent. I wonder if they made it all the way over to the Caribbean. Red shirt, that's a terrible joke, and no. Alright, we've struck gold, or as the case may be, sugar. Unfortunately... Oh, no, I can get fleet basing rights here. That would be quite handy. Make it a lot easier to explore. But my diplomats are busy. Well, I'll use the Castilian guy. Alright. Explain further, Caribbean. Now they have two provinces that I don't know about. Where is the other one? Need to keep an eye on my manpower though. I don't want to be wasting away with max manpower when I can be recruiting more units. Alright, that's 2 for 2. Just not enough time to avoid. Yeah. Still at the next tick of attrition, which is a little painful. But still, I have no problem paying a bit of dosh for some fleet basing rights. Well, maybe it wouldn't be a good idea to go into open waters with that then. Let's repair up, just for one tick. Alright, we found you. You are the sugar island. That must be the other island, but I still want to see it so I know what growth level it's at. Now, your allies are Castile and Aragon. My truce is up with Castile in 92, you in 96. I have no truce with Aragon, but we are currently abusing having Aragon as an ally. It's really useful though, because it means that they don't get much aggressive expansion with me, whilst everyone else most assuredly does. We've almost got positive relations with Milan that ensures they'll stay out of the coalition. Venice love us, but they still have quite a bit, so a lot of jobs for our diplomats to do around here. Just a lot of housekeeping really to be done at this point. These colonies are a pain. Still trying to figure out what to do about them. If I take them, then that's more Christian land that I don't want. But I doubt I'll be able to sell it to any vassals, because it's going to be out of range for them. Yeah, we still need to discover this province. So we'll go here and we'll tell our guy to patrol between those two until he discovers that province. I can't remember what it's meant to be called. So, France, I'll be brutally honest, I want to kill you. Aragon won't join in because they're in another war. Austria won't join in because they're in another war and they are friendly towards you. Now, who would want to fight by my side against the horrific France? I need to take England down a notch because they're going to be taking exploration soon. Like, real soon. But it might more be a case of just burning English colonies rather than securing their colonies, because I need to keep my own number of provinces at quite a low amount. Alright, we got our claim on Bosnia. They're already at... Oh, no, we don't have it. We're still waiting on it. But Austria will go in and do it for us. Alright, gotcha. Tell me more. They do have a colonist there. Don't tempt me to break truce. Castile would join in, so would Aragon. But that aggressive expansion would just be horrific across the globe. Be better spent, I don't know, anywhere else. No. What a pity. Alright, dock up for another bit of repairing and then we will explore some more. Hello, jazz hands. It's way too early for other people to start colonizing. I think Brittany takes exploration 3rd or 4th. Oh yeah, still waiting on that diplomat to be done. Alright, well in that case let's improve relations with Venice so that they don't join a coalition. Which they might do if they stop being friendly towards me. Wouldn't be great now, would it? And let's just familiarise ourselves with this area because it's where people are most likely to go colonising behind my back. I also need to start thinking about gearing towards converting myself. And taking a province count, I need to make sure that I have more provinces that are Sunni than Christian. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 provinces that I own, but it's going to end up being 7. Oh, sorry, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's way too many. So we'll probably end up selling some to Galicia. Like these islands, I don't want them. Galicia will get cores and no nationalism on them, so that works out for me. I will just integrate them later when I have the influence idea group. Jake, Portugal has a ton of troops in their inland province. Yeah, there's the thing, they're all stuck there. Which is great, because Portugal's going to lose Ceuta, or whatever that northern Cute province is. Start to think having this place as somewhere to recruit units from might be a great idea. Now let's try and keep everyone centralised in these 3 provinces. Force limit is 20, we already have 4 cavalry, so a 1, 2, 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 5. I'm also going to have to explore north so I can see where England is. Basically, I just need to explore all this land so that I never have to worry about exploration ever again. It's also going to really help if I have more transports, because it just takes Portugal having another stack, like a big stack of troops around here, stopping me from being able to invade their islands, because it's going to need to be a full annexation. More cogs. Yeah, I would love to flip something a bit more interesting like Shinto, but it would be too hard placed to actually get that. And it would take too long. Trying to figure out what kind of fleet Portugal have. Yeah, nothing. Milan is capped out. Bigsnia, it's time to die, but Austria is going to be doing all the heavy lifting for me. Austria will surely get access through the Croats. Friendly. Oh, Austria is hostile towards them. But Hungary is threatened. Not that that matters at all. Whatever, let's just fight for Ragusa. We don't actually want Ragusa at all. Might as well. Not that we need prestige, but let's go and sink their boats. Doesn't cost us anything. In fact, it, in a very roundabout way, saves us money. Ugh, I have a colonist. What I have is morbid disgust for myself for taking this national idea slot. Jake, if you just take Lisboa, they'll move their capital to Bragança and they won't be able to colonize. They'll be able to colonize. As long as they have a coastal province, they'll be able to colonize. Destroy them. And yeah, there go our friends, the Austrians. Can't trust Austria, though. You know, I can't be bothered dealing with all this. You guys do use the automatic transport for once. It's not like we have much else going on. Don't want to finish the exploration of this area, though. As long as I can see the sea zones, I'll be fine. Jake, I thought the port had to be connected to the capital in order to be used to colonize. That used to be the case. They changed it. And unless they've changed it yet again without telling me. Best case, the best way to check that is Muscovy, for example. If you cut them off from their Siberian holdings, they're still able to colonize inland Siberia. Although maybe it's because they would have a port here, but I'm sure I've seen that without that being the case as well. Jake, try to go for the Cape. No, I don't want to colonize. I'm only exploring so that I can eradicate the Christian colonizers right at the core. Because the more they colonize, the more work I'm going to have to do later on. Oh, would you look at that? Naples is on the case for us. Let's not deal with that. New exploits, indeed. Oh, new attrition. I think that shows us enough of that. We'll check out the rest of the Cape, though. Gee, this is just silly. I wonder if our tech advantage is enough just to floor them. Oh yeah. This is terrible. I'm only doing this so that I can humiliate Bosnia. Every so often in your life you realize that you're a monster. Come on, lads. Jake, Galicia needs help. Galicia is sick. Man, vassals. Not even once. Pah, that's hardly sick. What is sick is that they cancelled the coring of Beira because of that. Right, I gotta save Algarve, because they're still coring it. And they're almost done. Troops, assemble. There we go. We'll cross a river. No, we won't. Well, I suppose this is one good thing about teching up early. Man, why am I so cool as an overlord? And great, the coalition is really only France. They're on the 14th of October, that's good. That's why we reinforce twice as fast, because we're going to be in our own province of Andalusia at the turn of the month. Ka-ching. Alright. Bosnia's not feeling too well either. No, not Burgundy. Let's get them out. Unfortunately, they're tied into it for 2 years. Tuscany declaring war on Ferrara. Tuscany is currently 63 to vassalize. If they take Modena and Ferrara, then that'll be okay. 25 and 63 is fine. That's good. I actually want Tuscany to expand, but that's only if I can become papal controller as well. I got plans for these guys. You know, I have 5 maneuver. I didn't even have to worry about going home. I reinforced just as good in any territory with that much maneuver. And I am so glad you had all that revolt, because now you have no revolt chance. Everybody wins. So we'll get the war reps, we'll get the humiliation, and we'll take all the money. Because that's how we roll. See, Granada's doing well, they don't get sick. And all the land I gave them is grasslands anyway, so there's no need to worry. Still, Catholic zealots can pack a punch. We'll stick ourselves on cadets just in case they do spawn. Because if you're there when they spawn, then you get to fight them when they're at something crazy like half morale. So what do we do? North America or Africa? Probably do Africa, because they do love taking Fernando Po. Look at how fast he's claiming. He's finishing that province. It's disgusting. Whoa, 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 hold the phone. I just came on. Is Jake trying to get rid of Christianity as the freaking Pope? No surprise. Yeah. Seems only fitting. The Pope has had enough of this whole schism business. Jake, if you take the next idea in the diplomatic group, you will get the next national idea. Yeah, yearly prestige +1 isn't something I'm exactly dying to have. But I suppose getting that dip tech cost down, always good. And you know what? It really opens up the strategy of breaking truce on Portugal. That isn't a lot of aggressive expansion. And being able to destroy Portugal at this stage, I wouldn't even have to bother with this colony. I could burn it to the ground. Do we break truce? Do we break truce? He's allied with Aragon, though. I could pull Aragon into another war, though. But only if Aragon finishes up this war. Yeah. And we could throw money at them. Okay, that's what we'll do then. We will break truce. However, it means that I need... Great. I only need one infantry unit for this. Colonies must be burned. Finish up with this, and then we've got a fairly long truce with our good friends over there. No, we can keep this war going on and pull Aragon into it. But it's a war that would probably be over quite quickly, and I want to keep Aragon as a friend, otherwise they're going to hate me for this. Alternatively, I could fight somebody else. We've got the big old truce there. Is there anyone else I even have Cassis on? Conquest on Croatia, huh? True enough. And Aragon, they're in debt fighting another war, which is minus 30, but they're already minus 43, which is too bad. The distance there is something that they don't like. Who else is even possible? No one really. Savoy, they've got some meaty allies though. I could just string this war out for a wee bit more, a wee bit longer. This is the war goal after all. I could give it to Austria, and then Austria would probably peace out for something else, leaving me with this war for even longer. Yeah. Yeah. That I like. Alright, forget this. Forget this whole damn war. We're out of here. We will be ready to break truce and strike Portugal. Now, Castile is still bankrupt. Castile are not still bankrupt. War off already? It's been 10 years already? Crazy. And they have quite a bit of power behind them. So we're going to need everything we've got here to deal with it. Don't want to go over force them again, but it's probably for the better. Goal is literally in the title, and people are asking what the goal is. Yeah, I know. What can you do? We've got 8 transports here, so that's plenty. And there's the 9th. We'll get these fresh units done. Hopefully, our friends finish this war up soon enough. And hopefully, it doesn't finish that gosh darned colony, so that I can burn it to the ground. As if it's full of marriageable Portuguese women. Unfortunately, that war is going on. Unless they get really tired of that war. No, they've barely got any war exhaustion. I don't want to fight Aragon. The best case scenario is Aragon gets really tired of the war and doesn't want to join in. But they have so much trust. Well, I suppose it's not the end of the world if that colony completes. Wouldn't be the end of the world if Aragon joins in, because I have a few things that I want off of them, but I want to keep them as an ally so that they don't get majorly cheesed off with my truce-breaking ways. Jake, how's the Holy Trinity doing? Still alive, and barely still alive. Prussia keeps their cores, it's the Livonian Order I'm more worried about. But Novgorod seldom ever lasts.